Hello everyone, welcome back to Racy Rosyn channel. Today we will talk about the job offered by psychometrician and what is the function of psychometrician. Before we are going to review about psychometrician reviewer, I want you to know more about the job of psychometrician. Let's learn with Racy Rosyn. A psychometrician develops assessments such as examinations for educational, employment, or professional credentialing purposes. From the Greek root word psych, which means mind, and meter, which means measure. Psychometrician is just what it sounds like, a person who measures what is in someone's mind. Again, what is psychometrician? A psychometrician is a professional who practices the science of measurement or psychometrics. Psychometrics. We need to know more about psychometrics. Psychometrics is the field of science associated with the development of instruments such as examinations that measure knowledge, skills, and attributes, or KSA. Psychometrician. Psychometrics is a field of study concerned with the theory and technique of psychological measurement. One part of the field is concerned with the objective measurement of skills and knowledge, abilities, attitudes, personality traits, and educational achievement. For example, some psychometric researchers have thus far concerned themselves with the construction and validation of assessment instruments such as questionnaires, tests, raters, judgments, and personality tests. What is really psychometrician? A psychometrician develops assessments such as examination for educational, employment, or professional credentialing purposes. Psychometrician is a professional who has been registered and issued a valid certificate of registration and a valid professional ID card, as such by the Professional Regulatory Board of Psychology and the Professional Regulation Commission to practice psychometrics. Certification and licensing bodies that develop assessments for professional credentials employ a psychometrician or outsource to a psychometrician to make sure that they are developing examinations that are fair and valid. So there are many kinds of companies or outsourced companies that really need psychometricians nowadays because in HR, they are requiring a registered psychometrician. These are the types of careful considerations that psychometricians evaluate to ensure a quality, fair, valid, and reliable examination process. Multiple choice test question that could have a hidden bias in the way the question is worded, thus affecting a candidate's ability to accurately respond to the question. And in essay question is in fact assessing reading or writing skills instead of knowledge of the concept the essay question is asking. What is really the work of a psychometrician? Someone with the title of psychometrician might work in any area of testing. Always remember that. For example, a psychometrician might spend most of his or her time overseeing an examination program, such as administering job or task analysis, managing the item writing process, conducting standard setting or passing score studies. These are one of those jobs that psychometrician is doing. Another one, a psychometrician might also spend considerable time conducting data analysis, such as they are conducting score exams, run item analysis, produce score reports, and conduct reliability and validity studies. They need to research more about how to conduct a test, and at the same time, they need to know more about how to interpret the test and how to score the exams or tests that they will use for their clients. To be called a psychometrician in the Philippines, RA number 10029 requires the person to hold a valid certificate of registration and a valid professional identification card as a psychometrician issued by the Professional Regulatory Board of Psychology and the Professional Regulation Commission. Again, a psychometrician is a professional who practices psychometrics, a branch of psychology. There is a growing demand for psychometricians in hospitals and mental health because they really needed those people, those psychometricians, those registered psychometricians to interpret the test. Growing demand for psychometricians in hospitals and mental health institutions as part of a multidisciplinary psychodiagnostic team. If you will notice that there are some hospitals and mental health institutions that really needed registered psychometrician because they really need the assistance of psychometrician because of those particular job description they have. In schools, as part of the testing, they are also needed because they are the ones who interpreted the test results. In admissions or guidance team or in business and industry as part of the HR management team. If you will notice, there are some human resource management that accepting and requiring to have a registered psychometrician in their company. So this is the employment opportunities for psychometrician. Psychometricians are needed too in psychological test centers, OFW clinics, in the military, PNP, AFP, PCG, and in various government agencies such as DSWD, DOH, NCMH, DDB, NBI, and the judiciary under the supervision of the psychologists. Why? Because of the demand of the registered psychometrician, they are the one who administering the test and at the same time scoring the test and have this kind of data analysis and interpretation of the test. Psychometrician functions. Number 1. Administering and scoring objective and structured personality tests. This is really needed by some mental health institutions and human resource management. Interpreting the results of tests and preparing a written report on these results. Conducting preparatory intake interviews for psychological intervention sessions. Psychometrician functions. Test design and construction. Developing the table of specifications, item writing, and item analysis. All of these are the functions of real registered psychometrician. If you want to become a psychometrician someday, you need to take the course of BS or AB psychology. What are the checklist of requirements for Psychometrician Board Exam 2021? Number 1, Certificate of Live Birth. Number 2, Marriage Contract. Number 3, Transcript of Record. Number 4, NBI clearance. Number 3, Certificates of Good Moral Character. Number 2, colored passport size pictures. Again, checklist of requirements, Psychometrician Board Exam 2021. Certificate of Live Birth. NSO original or photocopy. Marriage contract for married female only. Transcript of record with scanned picture and special order. NBI clearance, original and photocopy. 3 certificates of good moral character. School, employer, church, barangay captain. 2 colored passport size pictures. And then the community tax certificate. Psychometrician Board Exam 2021, according to the PRC, the psychometrician board examinations are usually conducted by the board at least once a year. The next psychometrician licensure exam will take place on August 1st and 2nd, 2021. So if you are already graduated BS Psychology or AB Psychology, you need to apply for this period. The application period will begin on May 3, 2021 with the application deadline on July 1, 2021. You still have time to apply. Thank you for watching. I'm Racy Rosyn. And don't forget to like and share my video for those who are taking a review for Psychometrician. Don't forget to like and share my video so that you can help your classmates or someone who really needs this one.